at the bottom, and they're actually choosing to sit rather tight. This is purely for our enjoyment, because you don't actually know as the opponent whether it's here or here. So they're doing that for us to watch them a little bit longer. So let's give them the limelight there. Sihu, Niker, Leo from Korea, Bashek, and well, Joey for representing G2 in the final game of today and the decider of Group B. Who gets to pass and keep alive their dreams, not becoming America's Next Top Model, but going to BlizzCon 2015, the most prestigious of stages.
Yeah, they don't want to let their dreams be dreams here in this case, and they want to survive onto tomorrow.
Yeah.
Quick wave clear in the middle of the map for G2 as they're going to rotate onto bottom and top, but taking a weird way.
Yeah, just a very safe one. They don't know where Kerrigan is. Turns out to be the correct one. Like, if they walk here, there would be a chance.
And Altas actually changed his mind. He came back to mid.
What?
Nicker's like, I always knew you'd come back, and then he leaves.
Breaking his heart. Arthas truly is a heartbreaker. Very lore-wise. Truly a role player there, Joey. I knew he had it in him. Sihu staying very safe there. There's no real read where Kerrigan is. Tassadar knows it's not in the middle, so it's either at the top of the bottom or the bottom. Now they're going to go to the middle, trying to maybe get an...
Realistically, you can't kill Tassadar, I think.
If you get a full stun lock.
Yeah, not going to happen. Just gets out of there. Actually, yeah, if they had like a perfect move where like somebody comes in and anticipates where Tassadar's going to land after he's already used his escape, maybe, but I mean, it's really hard to actually make happen.
Now block taken on Rexar, so he's focusing on that Misha survivability, not going for Hunter-Gatherer, showing that he doesn't ever mean to go hard with Rexar.
Everybody to the shrine as they all run there.
First 10 skeletons will be taken immediately, almost, for Team Fnatic. As there is a backstab here by Siku and Joey going hard on Kael'thas, but they're going to get pulled in a double stun by Wubby on the Kerrigan. Jumps in back again there with that ravaging, that siphoning impact. Siku now going on Leoric. We've got 2 takedowns already. A fantastic flying start there for G2. But you know what? Leoric and the Spooky, he's back already.
Yeah, that was fast. And behind this, Fnatic is going to be trying to get right back in there and keep on fighting. It's already 18 here to 11. In G2's favor, level 4 is not there just yet here for Fnatic. They need to soak like 1 minion at the bottom to get it eventually. Yeah, that took like forever.
There's also XP over time, so they actually got that from the game, so to speak. Once again, flank from Ziku, going in there on Rexar. Rexar taking a lot of damage, but once again the peel from Wubby with the sweeping grasp and impaling blades. And they managed to actually take down Kerrigan and Uther before she can finish off the job. But Arthas has been taken down as well, and this means first objective to G2, wonderfully played.
That was a big win here for them. They're even gonna chase on Mene here. The Kael'thas at the bottom, not gonna quite be able to kill him though.
Yeah, Frozen Punisher there, going for Misha. Call PETA, anybody? Leoric and Sihu, they're low at the top lane. Sonya easily able to take care of him in these kind of 1v1 engagements, so Leoric will be taking the high road.
Yeah, that Malta Punisher did a pretty good job here. Taking down the entire wall, one of the tower, potentially the other one here as well. Yeah, so nicely done here. And a good experience lead here already from G2 in map number 3.
Immediately gonna bank on that advantage by taking Siege Giants here. By the time they capture it and enter the enemy fort area, they'll be level 7. So they'll actually be able to add a lot of damage. Somehow the Siege Giants in the middle were taken as well.
Breeze is trying to work on some of those... on the siege camp here, but
aggressive.
Yeah, I really like this actually, especially since they are closing in on level 7 here. G2 coming over to make sure that they can steal this. It's actually one of the smart moves here that I think you can do, and we've seen how impactful this camp can be here before.
Yeah. And it's going to poke for free at the backline. If it's ignored, it's just going to take down the fort. Kind of a funny, awkward thing. And so far it seems ignored. Mena gets taken down there by the rotation from G2. Superior rotations from them so far. Very good positional play all throughout this game with the Sonya flanks and the roams. And somehow that is helped by Tassadar, who provides a lot of vision. Hard to see from the observer interface, but that's what he provides. Wubby now with the sweeping grasp and impaling blades, making sure they're in range of the fort. Even if she ignores it for the rest, they would die in short order.
Already 5 kills to 1 here before minute 5, so G2 putting in some serious work here in the final map here of this series. Now you can tell how much they want to survive here to tomorrow.
Yeah, talk to me. Why is Leo from Korea waiting with this camp acquisition?
because he wants the shrine to come up so that while they are fighting for the shrine, there's going to be here this camp pushing in at the top very nicely and just go uncontested.
So very nice distraction there. Joey
Whoa.
Too far out. I don't think there's any way he can get saved.
He was so far. Oh my god.
What was he doing there? Wow.
He thought he was there at all.
He thought he was Johanna. Or Tyrael. He played Tyrael last game.
Died last game in this situation.
Right. Well, that is rather
This was a
unfortunate.
gift.
Yeah.
Absolutely gift wrapped here. In this case, the Althas.
Yeah, that's actually going to come back to haunt them if they lose because of the Tassadar with the 100 to 0% full stun. Couldn't do anything there to save himself, not even a deep shift. Beautiful timing there on the abilities. But why was he even there? You've got to wonder. Like, are you really going to contest with Arthas being down? Another gift. As Tassadar gets taken out.
No, that's really allowed Fnatic here to come back in this completely. They're going to get the Frozen Punisher here. And they actually can spread out and soak across multiple lanes. Whereas right now,
oh,
G2 are trying to defend in the middle. Oh, maybe she would have waited here for all that slow here from the ice. This case though, Joey is actually getting a little bit over here. Don't touch my bear.
A small look at the talents there. We do see that Bird of Prey being picked up and taking flight with more range and mana refund. So a bit of poke there for Rexxar, some peel for himself as well as great wave clear. See the ghastly reach for Leoric?
Yeah, Tassadar went for a healing 1 on level 4, but static charge on level 7 for a little bit of extra damage. So gonna be doing a little bit of everything, healing, doing some damage, making sandwiches for his team.
Yeah.
Classic Tassadar.
Classic Tassadar. Another cap here on the camp. Both teams reach level 10 identical times, which isn't as much as G2 might have hoped for given the beginning and mid phase of the game, but they don't have to be too sad about that, as all chances available still.
Kerrigan hasn't been having the easiest of times here. I mean, she's on 3 kills, but 2 deaths. So
yeah,
usually with a Kerrigan, you want to be on something like, you know, maybe 5-1, 5-0. But now she's gonna try to catch Sonya. Can they get her?
Oh, Sonya barely survives.
She's gonna live through this somehow.
Divine Palm missed. He actually protective shielded and palmed her, which was a bit of a mistake, so that one is gone now. Syndragoza was very nice to disengage. Breeze somehow gets away, but there's a boatload of takedowns here for G2 on the back of this.
Syndragoza into Ring of Frost. I warned you about all that ice, man.
Yeah.
No need for an Abathur and double Jaina, apparently. Still works.
Breeze, where are you going? I hunt alone. The bear is actually giving him away. Go away, Misha. Reminds me of those cheesy movies where they're throwing rocks at the dogs. Like, no, go away.
Traitor.
Traitor, Misha.
He's done. He's actually going to buy a little bit of time here for his team potentially to get... I mean, Lowell's not actually going to do anything here. He has to get out. And this is just ideal here for G2 from there. They're going to go uncontested here in the top position.
Yeah, it all comes down to that sweeping grasp, impaling blades combination that Kerrigan did there on the Sonya. Would they have got her, everything would be fine, rosy and dandy. But missing her, a lot of their major cooldowns were down. Syndragoza impacted everyone.
Yeah.
They were able to turn around and get some kills.
Bestial Wrath here was picked on Rexxar. No surprise, I'm guessing he's going to be Feign Death down the line on level 16.
Probably burning Misha at level 13, but let's look at Siku. Gonna get focused here by the Kerrigan. Hammer of Justice, and it will be procced thanks to the Phoenix. It's pretty much unstoppable, that proc. So Divine Palm hits, very beautifully done by Leo from Korea. Now they're gonna be able to push in with Syndragoza. Actually, Lowell, he doesn't have an escape anymore and he will get taken down.
The Divine Palm was massive here, barely saving Sonya in the last second. And Lowell going down here. I mean, that top fort is already down. He's going to keep on pushing forward. Looks like G2 just wants to go for, I guess, camps here.
Fnatic with their tail in between their legs, hiding behind the gates until Leoric is back.
They wanted to go for that mid wall. Not sure why. I thought they might just go for the siege camp. They can do that, I guess, now that they've taken out the wall.
I think it makes sense. They still have map control. They have a talent advantage. So first they take what they can, and then they take means to an end, which would normally not even get the gate. So
they're takers, man.
They take everything. Give them a finger, they'll take a hand. Going for the siege camp there.
They are doers as well, I'm sure.
Kerrigan there soaking the top lane.
Oh wow, this actually siege camp is attacking from a funky position in the middle.
What? That's super weird.
Yeah, because it got vision from the one on the right hand side, I think.
Very creative siege camp
One
there.
of them is blocked. And in this case, G2, they're going to be getting that camp here at the bottom, possibly pushing with it. Level 13 wasn't reached just yet here for Fnatic, but they're about to, with that 1 minion wave from the middle and bottom.
Possible engagement pending. They probably don't want to fight yet, because if they did, they would be giving up the siege camp in the middle. Are going to draw down there.
Syndra
They're
goes
kind of forced to.
Actually catches quite a few of them here, those buildings. Potentially going to be frozen here as well. G2 going deep here, even though Fnatic, they got level 13 here. Prior to this fight, Nicker getting chased down. He's going to survive.
Divine Palm will not proc. Excellently done. And Leoric there jumps in. Will focus. He doesn't know who to take down. And whiffed March of the Black King. Definitely the wrong way. He had the potential to take down Jaina or Tassadar, as double E was already used by Tassadar, can confirm. It was kind of like the proverbial shark in a shoal of fish. Confusion, too many tasty targets. Managed to take down neither one.
That went very far. Uther resurrects, and he's going to be rejoining here the rest of his team. 1 level lead right now for G2, but it's about to be equalized here.
Yep.
Actually by Fnatic here.
Positional
Fantastic
advantage.
job of hanging in there.
Yeah.
Remember how important this game is, guys. Whoever wins here is going to survive here onto day 2 and playing the deciding match of this group here tomorrow, Group B.
Both Jaina and Sihu with the opposing pincer flank there. Sihu jumping in, not a flank anymore. They all group together now, and that's going to be nice for Kael'thas, who doesn't use the double chain bomb, however, doing a flame strike poke. Now, they're going to make their move. Don't want to give the final skeletons to G2. Syndra goes off. Mena getting some heavy damage there by Arthas, but it's going to get Divine Shield to go away. Rexar gets taken down.
Nicker actually went down somehow from Kerrigan there before he could actually make it out of there. I think he thought he was safe. He got jumped on top of and sniped very quickly. Maelstrom actually goes down.
Leo from Korea with the Divine Palm on himself will not proc. Kerrigan gonna follow Sihu, and I don't see any way that he can actually survive this.
The Punisher stunned Shihu, but somehow he's gonna make it out here for now. They're getting chased here still. Shihu, can he make it out of there? Whoopi's closing in. He's just gonna go for the combo.
Sweeping grass will pull him in, and they get the Hammer of Justice follow up. Kerrigan though taking lots of damage. 5% life, 2%, and she gets taken down.
This is an absolute slugfest here. Heroes are dying left and right. I've lost track of what's happening here at this point, but the Punisher is going to come in, start walking on this wall here. And G2, even though they're closer here to level 16 than their opponents, this Punisher really brought back here Fnatic completely in this game.
Yeah, some fortification advantage for Team Fnatic. Who don't have any damage on their keep yet, but it's by a very small margin. Both have 2 forts, both are reaching level 16, and we're getting the third game, the match decider here that we've been dreaming of. A very close nail-biter game. Now an aggressive foray into enemy territory by Team G2, hoping to maybe find someone at the siege camp here. Will not be able to do so just yet, but they missed it by a hair's length. Lowell there, checking the bush, checking a second bush, maybe a third one as well.
Feign Death here was picked as a talent on level 16 for the Rexar. We had Arcane Buyer on the Kael'thas. That's really going to help in staying alive. For Kerrigan, it was aggressive defense, Benediction on the Uther, and renewed swing on the Lyric. Whereas on the other side, we had 2 Stone Skin on the Arthas and Sonya, Circle of Life, Numbing Blast, and Dimensional Warp to make sure that Tassadar is going to have that extra escape.
Alright, so a big push in here with the Siege Giant from Team Fnatic. Gonna take down a fort here that's more than G2 can claim, so they're gonna have to come to the defense here. That's a pretty easy takedown. Even Niker's shield cannot save that one.
Fnatic have gained a lot of momentum here in this game.
Yeah.
I can't believe they just pushed the fort like this and G2 just kind of sat back. Somehow Fnatic, they're completely back in this. They're a little bit ahead on experience.
And
right
they
now
seem they're taking more initiative in this game, taking down forts like that. Now, difficult decision. Do they take down the camp or do they go for the shrine? Well, in the beginning it's 15 seconds from the announcement to
they've got enough time.
The spawn. Now it's 30 seconds later in the game. Same with Sky Temple. So yeah, they did have enough time. They take down that summoner.
They're actually going to set up earlier here on that shrine than their opponents.
Wow.
Somehow, because there was lane pressure created here in mid. from in bottom from Fnatic. They've got enough time. Now they can start setting up here for what could be the most important fight in this game here, Grubby. Here we go.
Syndragoza gets used. He knows they're there. He can almost smell it. They're going to go on Leoric there. This time the sweeping grasp combo misses on Ziku, and that means that he's got free reign. March of the Black King, they dodge most of it. And they will use the Divine Shield on her, which means Kerrigan cannot jump in anymore.
Yeah, Lowell actually pulled back. He was looking for that fountain, but he already went down here in the bottom lane. And right now, Fnatic, they could be in trouble here.
Yeah, no more Divine Shield, no more March of the Black King. We've still got Ring of Frost, Divine Palm for Team G2 here. And we still got Maelstrom, and that's it for Kerrigan. Maelstrom cannot be used without Divine Shield, so initiative in every way to Team G2, who is looking to get a major advantage now.
Yeah, having Divine Palm is actually a massive big deal here, and that Arcane Punisher is going to be a mean one here. Probably the meanest of all, with all of these lasers all around, looking to try and do more and more damage here at the bottom lane.
Yeah, the first cooldown that is coming back is going to be Phoenix always. They're going to be taking it down fairly easily. Lots of damage here on it. They still got 30%. It's the final stun of the boss that could potentially do something crazy, but there will be no follow-up. They're not holding out for that, as he was about to do it, but got absolutely shattered. Sorry, boss.
Didn't even get the time to do his duty here. He disappointed.
G2 smartly pulls back, starting to lane a little bit, as they're starting to pick up the pieces of this.
I mean, G2, they're closer here to getting level 20 than Fnatic, but not that much closer that they can actually tell to themselves, oh, we're just going to play it safe, kind of soak it. Lowell sitting in a position where he's going to be able to spot the opponents coming in, going to be able to make it out on time here.
Yeah. Spell Shield will be procced, and Wraithwalk is on cooldown, so you can't do
all
that.
the heroics are back. Is it time for the Syndragoza here in this alley?
Very soon, if they push in too far whatsoever.
Yeah,
Joey,
here we go.
He's thinking about it, he's thinking about it. If the sword goes into the ground, and there we go, Syndragoza will hit Kerrigan, Breeze, and Casil. Kerrigan now taking lots of damage, no Divine Shield. And she will get taken down.
It was used for Sonya, I think. Right now, Fnatic somehow, they were doing okay at first, but they start getting taken down here. Jaina was completely ignored. Nicker still pretty much on full hit points as well.
Is he really down? No, it was just a feign death. And that's a 2-for-1 in favor of G2.
You can only feign your death for so long, though.
Yep.
As Rexar does go down here.
Wow, that was a great engagement there with the Arthur Syndragoza. He gave his life for it, but 2 takedowns. It was a good position, and you called it, man. It was a great place for it, and they got the advantage, which means they're now winning the race to level 20.
Yeah, by a decent margin as well. Hey, you guys need to make sure you cap this here. They were going to leave a little bit too early. And now with those timers actually still being this long here on Fnatic, in particular Rexar is still 20 seconds away from resurrecting. It's going to be a fantastic position here for G2 to yet again secure another one of these bosses here to try and do some extra damage. And Fnatic actually are going across the map here to try and potentially contest. Yeah, this could be a huge mistake if they get caught and killed.
There's no level 20 yet. They just need to make sure they can disengage. Casil taking damage here from Basek. Going back there on the Uther. Doesn't want to proc Divine Shield for himself. Wraith walk away by Lowell, trying to buy time. 11 skulls. They took 8, so that's a pretty great move. And
level 20 is so close
to come back.
Level 20 is so close here for G2. Just a few more minions.
Just go back, right?
Yeah. There's no
suicide.
way. They just have to defend it, soak their own level 20, and then try and go for a fight. Like, as much as it feels like you have to fight here, you actually don't have to. Joey, oh, he went for the bluff. He tried to go for the bluff here and the steal, but not quite able to pull it off. Remember, he doesn't even have Army of the Dead here.
Yeah, and he already used Stone Skin, so that's some of his protection gone, but he still got Hardened Shield, as does Sonya, Iron Skin. Ignore Pain, actually. We've got Storm Shield on Karazim, Bolt of the Storm, and Twilight Archon. Rexar still thinking about it, but we've got all the standard ones.
Syndragoza gonna go right in here, freeze these buildings.
No more defensive advantage. None of these buildings are defending it. They've got the boss. They can go all the way to the core.
I think that might be the plan here as well, fully knowing G2.
And Robbie there with the flank potentially. Boss taking a double stun. Siku jumps in, but manages to disengage once again. And they are getting that keep. 40% life on the boss.
They're fighting for survival. They need to hold on somehow, but G2 will just eject, fully realizing that the Frozen Punisher already took quite a bit of damage. They don't want to risk it just yet. They're just going to be going for camps here on the map. They realized as well that Fnatic, they did get their own level 20.
Yeah, I mean, this was two separate decisions, right? Do we want to get a keep for sure? Yes. Do we want to do like a really desperate, random all-in on the enemy core level 20
After what
versus
happened
20?
previously. Number one here.
Yep. They're learning from their mistakes, playing a lot safer now when everything is at stake. Kerrigan there with the Omega Storm. More shields and more shields from aggressive defense. She's going to be an absolute powerhouse. And more and Divine Shield as well. So she's going to be shielded all right.
Too much shield.
This one is going to push into the core. Won't do core damage though, so it can be safely ignored. There's nothing else they can lose there.
A lot of lane pressure actually was created here by capturing these camps by G2. At the top, in middle of the map, they're going to push at the bottom. And I think the plan here might just be to kind of sit around and wait for the next shrine to come up and try and take another good fight with a Syndragosa that would hit a lot of people to try and finish it.
Yeah, there's been some excellent Syndragosa use, particularly since he's the only warrior in this comp that can actually be classed as a tank normally. But it's basically two off-tanks, Sonya and Arthas, and to then take Syndragosa instead of one that can keep you alive, it shows a lot of commitment and a lot of daring. Of course, Army of the Dead can work against you, chain bombs spreading among those zombies, but he's made excellent use of it. Very impressive play there by Joey.
Seems like they want to push here at least a little bit. G2.
The Death March for Leoric, able to put out lots of damage. Very strong choice there.
It's time for the Shrine, Grubby. Level 21 against level 21. Potentially the most important fight here in this game.
Yeah, definitely at this point. And we've got a bit of a setup here. Keep in mind that they are the team with Tassadar, so it's not as easy to reveal what is happening against them for Team Fnatic. Pushing in here, checking. Be careful of that push. Now Zihu there, going once again with the flank potentially.
I think both teams here, they're very apprehensive of this fight. Jue is already always at the top, ready to launch his Syndragosa. Oh, everybody's lined up.
This is a pretty good position, but you don't want to use it just to chase them away, right? 3, 2, 1, I think this is going to be it. Joey, as they're closing in on the final skulls.
Fnatic got a few of those here already. 16 to 14 here right now.
There we go, and it's a 4-man hit. Kerrigan jumps in, Omega Storm, Divine Shield. The shield is huge. She's getting so much shield, 4,000 bonus HP, and she's got that stun combination, Feign Death there, but a lot of damage on Mane by Twilight Archon. He's really low, and they take down Uther, they take down Kael'thas, and they take down Rhaegar as well. Kerrigan, only Leoric is back. Uther is going to come back, but does he want to? Does he actually want to come back into this terribly gone wrong fight? A fantastic engagement here for G2. Wow. Are they going to go straight for the core?
Yeah, Fnatic actually somehow finished off here this Punisher
on
the Shrine, but I don't think they care too much here. G2 just going to go for the kill here, and they're finished up against Fnatic. They want to make it to the semifinals here. They think they've made it to tomorrow, and they might just have here. Going straight for this core, doing so much damage to it. They're going to be able to get it.
Oh, GG, well played by Wabi. GT is going to take the deciding game and going to move on in the road of BlizzCon 2015.